Credit cards are quietly changing, and most people don't realize how these changes affect approvals, credit limits, and even interest rates. In this video, I'm breaking down recent credit card rule and policy changes you should know about, what they actually mean in real life, and why they matter even more if your income changes month to month. This isn't hype, it's clarity. Why credit card rules keep changing. Banks don't change credit card rules randomly. They adjust policies based on risk, consumer behavior, economic uncertainty, regulatory pressure. When lenders feel uncertain, they become more cautious, especially with approvals, limits, and bonuses. And people with variable income often feel these changes first. Tighter approval standards. One of the biggest changes happening right now is stricter approval criteria. This doesn't always show up as a headline, but it shows up as more application denials, lower starting credit limits, requests for income verification, slower reconsideration approvals. Even applicants with good credit scores are getting denied more often. Why? Because lenders care just as much about income stability as they do about your score. If your income fluctuates, you may need stronger supporting factors, like lower utilization or longer credit history. Credit limit management is changing. Another quiet shift: how banks manage credit limits. More issuers are reviewing accounts more frequently, reducing limits on inactive cards, lowering limits when balances spike, watching utilization more closely. This matters because utilization plays a big role in your credit score. If your limit drops unexpectedly, your score can dip, even if you didn't do anything wrong. This is especially common for people whose spending naturally varies month to month. Bonus and reward changes. We're also seeing changes in welcome bonuses, reward categories, point values. Some cards are increasing spend requirements. Others are quietly devaluing points or limiting bonus eligibility. The takeaway here isn't don't use rewards. It's to be more intentional, especially if your income isn't consistent every month. Chasing bonuses that require high, fixed spending can backfire. Why this hits irregular income harder. If your income changes month to month, these rule changes can feel frustrating. Not because you're bad with money, but because most credit systems assume predictable pay, even spending, consistent balances. Real life doesn't work that way for a lot of people. That's why flexible systems, not rigid rules, matter more than ever. What you can do: you don't need to panic, but you do need awareness. A few smart moves: keep utilization low when possible. Avoid applying for too many cards at once. Be cautious with large bonus requirements. Understand how your income pattern looks to lenders. Stability isn't about perfect months. It's about how you manage the swings. Credit card rules will keep changing. The key is understanding how they affect your situation, especially if your income isn't predictable. If your pay changes month to month, traditional money advice often falls short. I'm creating a flexible money system that breaks this down in a practical way. Thanks for watching, and welcome to the Irregular Income Economy.